Every beat of your heart carries more than just the rhythm of life. It carries information. Within the human body lies a silent symphony, an electromagnetic dialogue between the heart and the brain. For centuries, science separated emotion from intellect, feeling from thinking. But new discoveries are rewriting that story. The heart is not just a mechanical pump, it's a highly complex information processing center with its own neural network, a heart brain. Today, researchers at the HeartMath Institute, along with pioneers like Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and Gregg Braden, are uncovering evidence that our thoughts, emotions, and physiological states are in constant conversation. When they align, we experience what is known as heart-brain coherence, a state where intention, emotion, and biology synchronize into harmony. Before we get too deep into this topic, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This will help bring the truth about health and healing to the thousands of people who need to hear this message. Now back to the episode. In neurocardiology, the heart is recognized as an organ of intelligence. Embedded within its muscular walls are roughly 40,000 sensory neurons, specialized cells capable of sensing, processing, and remembering information. These neurons communicate directly with the brain through the vagus nerve, sending signals that regulate emotional experience, perception, and even decision-making. In fact, up to 90% of the communication between heart and brain flows upward, from heart to brain, not the other way around. Researchers at the HeartMath Institute, founded in 1991 by Doc Childrey, demonstrated that emotional states affect the heart's rhythmic patterns. Through their technique called heart rate variability, HRV analysis, they discovered that positive emotions such as appreciation or compassion create smooth, sine wave-like patterns in heart rhythm. This coherent state optimizes brain function, hormonal balance, and immune performance. When the heart rhythm is chaotic, as in anxiety, anger, or fear, signals to the brain become erratic. The result, poor focus, impaired judgment, and a nervous system locked in survival mode. So, coherence is more than a feeling. It's a measurable physiological state, harmony between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, between thought and emotion, between heart and brain. Let's meet the modern voices exploring this intersection of science and human potential. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and chiropractor, became a household name after his recovery from a devastating spinal injury through meditative practice. His research shows that intentional emotional states, gratitude, love, joy, can shift brainwave patterns and regulate genetic expression through the heart's electromagnetic field. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist and author of The Biology of Belief, demonstrated that cellular behavior is influenced more by energetic signals from the environment than by DNA alone. According to Lipton, beliefs and perceptions, the product of brain and heart coherence, can alter gene expression through the science of epigenetics. Gregg Braden, bridging physics and spirituality, connects ancient wisdom with modern discoveries in electromagnetism and quantum biology. He emphasizes that the heart's magnetic field, up to 5,000 times stronger than that of the brain, extends several feet beyond the body, interacting with the energetic fields of others and the environment itself. Together, these researchers form a movement that redefines medicine and consciousness. They invite us to see coherence not as mysticism, but as biophysics in action. At the HeartMath Institute's laboratory in Boulder Creek, California, scientists use ECG and EEG recordings to study how emotional regulation affects brain activity. Their data reveal a fascinating truth. When the heart rhythm becomes coherent, brainwave synchronization increases, particularly between the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system, the brain's emotional center. In one controlled trial, participants practicing heart-focused breathing and gratitude meditation showed a 50% improvement in cognitive clarity and reaction time, along with reduced cortisol and increased DHEA, a key vitality hormone. Studies published in Frontiers in Psychology and the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine confirm that sustained coherence lowers blood pressure, improves immune function, and enhances emotional resilience. Further, research in psychoneuroimmunology shows that coherent emotional states elevate levels of immunoglobulin A, IgA, a key antibody defending the respiratory tract. In essence, coherence strengthens immunity, both emotional and biological. Functional MRI studies now visualize this effect. When participants evoke positive emotion through the heart, regions of the brain associated with empathy, compassion, and intuition light up in synchrony. So how do we align thought and feeling? The intellect and intuition. 1. Heart-focused breathing. Slow the breath to about 5 to 6 seconds in and out. Bring attention to the center of your chest, the heart area. Imagine breathing through the heart as if each inhalation fuels it with calm energy. 2. Emotional repatterning. Consciously generate feelings of appreciation, gratitude, or love. The heart immediately shifts its electromagnetic pattern, which the brain detects and entrains to. 3. Mindfulness and meditation. Regular practice trains the prefrontal cortex to regulate the limbic response. Studies show that just 10 minutes of coherent breathing daily can reset autonomic balance. 4. Biofeedback and HRV training. HeartMath developed the M-Wave and Inner Balance devices to visualize coherence in real time, teaching users to self-regulate emotion through feedback loops. 5. Integrative therapies. Modalities like sound therapy, yoga, EMDR, and neurofeedback also reinforce coherence by harmonizing sensory and neural inputs. When practiced regularly, these techniques reshape the nervous system. They convert reactive emotional patterns into conscious, heart-led responses, building resilience and intuition simultaneously. But what happens when coherence breaks down? In chronic stress, the sympathetic nervous system dominates. Cortisol rises, inflammation spreads, and the brain's executive function weakens. This incoherent state disconnects us from intuition, creativity, and empathy. Over time, such imbalance contributes to anxiety, depression, hypertension, and even immune dysfunction. The heart and brain fall out of rhythm, their communication scrambled by emotional turbulence. Dr. Roland McCready, Director of Research at HeartMath, describes this as energetic noise, interference that distorts both perception and physiology. When thought and feeling contradict each other, the body receives mixed messages. We might appear calm, yet our heart signals distress. Healing begins when we reverse that pattern. Through self-awareness, gratitude, and compassion, coherence can be restored, guiding our biology toward balance. The future of medicine may not lie solely in pharmaceuticals or technology, but in understanding the electromagnetic harmony within us. When the heart and brain align, we enter a state where biology becomes intelligence, where healing becomes communication. You are not a collection of organs and neurons. You are a network of frequencies, capable of coherence, connection, and conscious evolution. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment as to how you might be practicing heart-brain coherence. For more information about our clinic, please go to drvictoriamunoz.com or see link in description below. We have helped thousands of people regain their health and vitality, and we can help you. Remember, the rhythm of your heart is the language of your mind, and when both speak in harmony, you create the biology of peace. I'm Dr. Victoria Munoz. Thank you for exploring the heart-brain connection.